Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are finally here for the qualifying round and the prominence tournament. All of our players are in the building. We are at the table. A lot of cowboy hats. This guy looks like the KFC guy. Oh, this is gonna be a great tournament as we all are in the building. Everybody coming in with 10K. We have moves in the motherfucking building. He's gonna call it. He had a great tournament last night in the amateur tournament. Made the final last six. And a historic run. He is finally here in prominence, living his dream right now here in this qualifying poker game. This is going to be an amazing game. As we're all checking through it, if we look at moves cards, he has a 9 of spades, he has a 5 of clubs. Looking at the board, there's nothing really he can go for. It's working with a pair here. He's looking for a pair here. I'm assuming he's going to go ahead and fold. That's exactly what he does. KFC guy is up. He's gonna raise. Back to the guy with the Ozzy Osbourne glasses. He's gonna call that raise, and it's just them two, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so there's opportunity for some straights. Of course, it's a pair game. If it comes down to it, KFC goes up by 100. Ozzy Osbourne raises. Looks like he's gonna go all in early. Ladies and gentlemen, this is prominence. This is the best of the best, as KFC is gonna go all in as well. The first hand of the tournament. And we have a straight on the board. Just like that, Ozzy Osbourne takes home. KFC is out of here. Wow. And this is a tournament that you can't buy back in. This is not a casual game. This is a qualifying tournament for the Prominence Championship. We have some big names. And looking at moves cards, he has an 8 of spades. He also has an ace of clubs. What are you looking for here if you're moves? Well, if you're moves here, you're looking for a pair. Of course, you could get anything off the flip as we flipping right now. See, now we're looking for a straight. We already have a queen and a jack. All we need is a king and a 10. That might be too much to ask for, but everybody's checking, and you have an ace. You can't go wrong with seeing what's going on for free. Now we have a 7. We really have nothing but high cards at this point. Ozzy Osbourne already took a competitor out earlier. He's going to raise. His move's going to call it. I mean, it's just... Moves is going to call it. It's just 100. If it was more, if Ozzy would have won more, I can't. It's a hard time seeing moves calling that. Another jack comes out, so now it's a pair on the board. If this is a high card type of game, this could be moves hand. And we're checking, so we're going to see it for free. And no! Ozzy with the 3 of a kind. He is hot starting out in this tournament. 3 of a kind. Moves choosing not to show his hand. Keep his secrecy. As we're down to 5 competitors. The first competitor was out after the first hand. We are now on the third hand. Ozzy is hot right now. Looking at our hand moves, he has a 6 of diamonds, a 10 of clubs. What are you looking for here? I mean, you can look for a straight. You know, at this point we're doing blind bets. Let's all check. Ozzy's gonna fold. He has no reason to play. He's in first place. Why should I play with bad cards if I don't have to? Everybody else is gonna try to get their feet wet in this swimming pool right here. Everybody's checking. 10 of spades, king of hearts, 9 of clubs coming out. Moves has a pair with the 10. He could have a straight depending on how the chips fall. He's gonna check this one out. Whoa! But Jack Harlow on the right here goes up 800. Will Moose, is that worth 800? That pair of 10? Moose is gonna call it. He's played some great poker in an amateur tournament. He is here in prominence trying to show what he can do. Now Moose has the 2 pair with the 6 and the 10. The highest pair on the board is the king right now. And Jack Harlow's gonna go all in. Is Moose gonna call this man's bluff? I think Moose is gonna call his bluff. Moose is going all in. Moose looks like he's finna go all in. He is. Wow, his prominence debut. Let's see if he gets the better half of it. He has the 2 pair. The river doesn't help at all. Moose is gonna win. Now the other guys had higher pairs, but Moose had 2 pairs. The other guys just had 1 high pair, and if it was between those 2, Jack Harlow would have beat Elvis or Johnny Bravo, whatever you want to call him over here, and we would have been good. Luckily it was a split pot. Moose is gonna walk away with almost 30K in this pot right now. 4 of hearts, queen of hearts. He's gonna go with it. You're looking for a flush, you're looking for some pairs when you got high cards like that. 550 after that win, that's nothing to Moose. Jack Harlow is gonna call as well. No, he's gonna raise, go all in with his 400. This is gonna be interesting. Jack Harlow ready to go home. 594, Moose has a pair of 4s. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. The 6 comes out. Now we're looking at some straights. Moose doesn't have it though. We're gonna just check this thing out. And there goes the 9. So we have a 2 pair for Moose. We also could have some 3 of a kinds. If we're checking it out and we're doing it for free, then it is what it is. And Moose is gonna take it with the 2 pair, winning a light 1600. What a debut for him in prominence in this tournament. Jack Harlow is going to go home, I believe. Yes, and now we are down to 4 contenders. We have Elvis Presley. We have Ozzy Osbourne. We have Cowboy Bob Orton. Of course, Moose. And now Jack Harlow with nothing. But he's going to sit and watch. Wow, Moose has a pocket pair of K's. I would have went for a blind bet here just to make things a little spicy, but he's not going to bite off more than he can chew here as we get a 9 and a 6 of diamonds with a jack of clubs. We're looking for straights. We're looking for pairs. Moose already potentially have one of the highest pairs on the board. I would not be surprised if he raised it here, and that's exactly what he did, raising it to 1K. And Ozzy Osbourne is going to say, you know what, fuck it, let's just go all the way in. Now if I'm Moose, I'm being very careful right here. It's a safe bet for you, but that's a big chunk of your pot. 2J, oh, 9J and a king. So Ozzy looks like he has this in a bag with the 2 pairs. Can the river help anybody? The river's not gonna help anybody. We have one more chance and the river's still not gonna help. Ozzy's gonna take that 9J, had the 2 pairs off the flip, wins his 40,000. Ozzy's been playing great. Moose is trying to contend. Maybe he should have relaxed. Jack Harlow is finally leaving the table. Cowboy Bob Orton and Elvis finally leaves the table. We are down to 3 contenders. Ozzy Osbourne, Cowboy Bob Orton, and Moose. If we look at their levels, Moose being the rookie, coming out of an amateur tournament last night, winning 6th place out of 200 players. He is at a level 22, rocking with 10K, kind of like how much he came with as everybody goes in 100. We have Ozzy Osbourne with 40K and Cowboy Bob Orton been relatively quiet this tournament as a king and a 6 and a 4 comes out. 2 clubs, 1 spade. Now Moose has a 7 and a queen. I think I should check this out and look for some pairs and see if a straight will help us. And the 2 keys come out. This could be a 3 of a kind for Ozzy if he has it. He bets just 100. If I'm Moose, I don't see any point in staying in this. What are the odds are you going to get your pair at this point? And Moose is going to fold. It's between Cowboy Bob and Ozzy. The queen comes out. Moves probably should have stayed in. That would have been a high 2 pair. Cowboy Bob Orton goes up 250. Will Ozzy call it? He will. AK, SKs, A-Mom, Duck. Cowboy Bob Orton with the full house. Relatively quiet this whole tournament, but he finally gets a bucket here with the full house. He wins just $1,000, but hey, he's in the building. We're down to the final 3. Ozzy, of course, in first place with 39.8K chips. Cowboy Bob Orton with 9.95K, and of course Moves with just the measly 10K he came in with. He is still alive though, ladies and gentlemen. As we're playing, we have a Queen of Hearts and a 7 of Hearts for Moves. Everybody's gonna play as the flip flips. We have the Queen of Diamonds, the 8 of Clubs, the Queen of Spades right off the rip. Moves has a 3 of a kind. What is he gonna do? Well, he's gonna check to avoid suspicion here. He's gonna see who else is froggy here. And now we have a full house. The Moves needs to take advantage of this, and I believe he will. He's gonna go up 500. This is a solid bet. This just, oh, Ozzy's gonna fold. Cowboy's gonna call. Maybe Moose is up to something. Cowboy Bob Orton falling for the bait here. I don't know what he has. He is very slim that he has anything better than Moose right now. He goes up 1K, and Moose has to take advantage. He's gonna go up 4K. He's gonna go up 4K. And Cowboy Bob Orton calls it, and he's gonna take this L because Moose had the full house right off the first river card. That was a great play by Moves. Of course, we wanted Ozzy to be involved in that. We wanted to take some more money from Ozzy as he's in first place, but Moves is gonna take whatever he gets. Cowboy Bob Orton is on a tight leash right now. He needs to play very smart if he wants to stay in this top 3 and not 3. Anyways, we go to the cards. We have a 4 of Hearts, a 2 of Diamonds. That might seem like nothing, but you never know how the flip is. And if you're playing, alright, so we have a 10 of Hearts, a Queen of Hearts, a 3 of Diamonds. We have a 2-4. We could go for a straight here, or we could look for a flush here. Let's see what they do. They're all gonna check. We're gonna see the first river card for free. There's a Jack of Spades. It could be anything out here. Moves just has a 4 and a 2, and I don't see him getting a straight or a pair. Oh, that could have been a straight, but he still needs an ace or a 6, so he doesn't have it. But as long as it's free, he's gonna check his spec, and 8 is 7 for Ozzy. He's gonna win with a high card. Moves never had a high card. He was going for some pairs of straight. He probably would have won. He chose not to show his cards, but we know here at Prominence what he has. Turns out to be a pretty entertaining tournament. Moves living up to the hype from his amateur tournament. Looking at Moves here, he has a 6 of Clubs and a 4 of Clubs. Again, these are the hands that you're looking for flushes. Then you're also looking for straights, and looks like we have a potentially straight on our hands. Might have a potential flush. It's a slim chance. And there goes the 6. So now we have a pair, but there is an ace on the board. I wouldn't be overcommitted here if I'm Moves. And then there goes the 10. So we're just going to check this thing out. Ozzy might bet something. He doesn't. And Moves is going to take this with a 1 pair. He's only winning $200. But hey, we're playing safe. We're trying to get first place. And you already know the only way to walk out with a Wraith is to play like we in the safe. And you already know. So listen, this tournament is heating up down to the final 3. Ozzy Osbourne, Cowboy Bob Orton, and Moose. This is a great table right here, full of legends. This is like the 3rd time in a row Moose have gotten some low cards. But again, looking for those straights, looking for those pairs, looking for those 3 of kinds. As we see the flip, the 9 of Spades, the 3 of Hearts, the Jack of Diamonds. We have nothing, but as long as it's free, we're gonna check this thing out. There goes the 3 again. So now we have a pair on the board. What are we gonna do? Everybody's checking it out. Let's see if anybody's gonna call anything. And there goes Ozzy putting in 100 just to see what it does. And moves is not gonna pay for it. It's not worth it. Ozzy gets the pair off the last card of the river. Nice bet for Ozzy again. Not too much money changing hands here in this late game of the tournament. These 3 players are playing very conservative. Not to mention moves is not getting very good cards, but he is playing the best of those cards. There's not much you can ask out of a poker player. Now he finally gets a hand with a jack of heart, a queen of spades. Not only is he's gonna check it, but he's gonna go ahead and make these guys pay for the games. This is what moves do best. He might be losing or he might be winning, but one thing he will do, if he has great cards, he's gonna make you pay to beat him. You're gonna have to pay to beat him. And we have a 3 of clubs, a 5 of hearts, and a 2 of hearts coming right out. Could be a straight anywhere you look. All you need is an ace and a 4. There goes the 9. Moves with some high cards, not really floating well for him. And Ozzy's gonna bet 4.4K. I assume he has the flush. Moves is gonna get out of there. Nobody's gonna contest. And there it is. Ozzy's gonna walk out of here bullying, straight bullying with his pot. You already know what it is. Win almost 5K. He's sitting on 42K. Cowboy Bob Orton at 5K and moves at 12.3K. It's still anybody's game. All it takes is one hand. All it takes is a couple of all ins. As Move has a 5 of clubs and an ace of diamonds. Not only is he's gonna call, but he's gonna put 3K on it. We're not playing no more cheap games here. Ozzy Osbourne thinking about it. He's thinking, let's see what he's gonna do. He definitely has enough money to do it. It's just only if he wants to do it, and he does it. He folds. Cowboy Bob Orton only has 4.7K. He might as well go all in if he ends up doing this, which he does. I'm pretty sure Moves is gonna make him go all in, depending on what flips out here. We have 2 9s and a jack. Wow. And Moves is gonna go ahead and make him go all in. He has 1.85K. That's all you have to bet. 1.8K. Make him go all in. He's gonna just do it. Now he could possibly have a 9 here if he's that comfortable. He has a king and a queen. This could be anybody's game right here. They both have the pair. Moves is, whoa! And the king comes on the river for Cowboy Bob Orton. And he's just gonna take this thing. What a play! What a play, and the chips just fell his direction. This puts Cowboy Bob Orton right back in it with 10.3K. Again, Ozzy Osbourne looking safe over here. He's not too much worried. He's not going to play if he doesn't have to, but between Moves and Cowboy, they have to play, and that's exactly what they're doing. That's the only way to get back into this thing and potentially take over first place. Now we look at the cards that's flipping. We have a 3 of spades, a queen of spades, a jack of clubs. We're looking for some flushes or some high pairs here. We're gonna check this thing out. The 6 of spades. Now we have flushes, we have some straights, it's anybody's game right here. Ozzy goes for 300. He's not betting super high. If you're Moves, what are you doing here? You don't know if you're going to get that river card that you need to be effective in his game. He's going to go ahead and fold. As a 9 of spades come out, all you need is 1 spade for a flush. Obviously, Ozzy's playing like he has it. Moves didn't have it. It was a good fold. Cowboy Bob Orton didn't have it. It's a good fold. And Ozzy's going to keep piling up to his momentum in first place. Here we go, here we go. This might be a long ending to this game until something gives. Ozzy's gonna go ahead and fold. He's in first place. Why not? Moves is gonna play, trying to take out that second competition. It'll be better once this game is a 101. And there we go. Another potential for a flush. This time Moves does have a spade. This could go any way, and Moves is gonna make him pay for it right off the rip. Even if he doesn't get that spade, you have to pay to beat Moves, and that's exactly what they did. And he didn't want to pay that price. Moves is going to take that little chump change and they're going to keep going. This is going to come down to a hand that everybody thinks they have a winner, and it's going to come down to a hand where everybody's in and everybody believes in their cards, and that's the only way this thing is going to get resolved, because right now everybody's playing very safe, very conservative. Let's see what the flip is. We have a 2 of spades, a 5 of spades, a queen of clubs. That's a high pair for Moves. I'm pretty sure he's gonna bet this thing out with only 300. Didn't want to scare off any competition too early, as they all call this 300. We go to the river. The first one, the 8 of hearts. There's really nothing you can do right now. Moves has to go at his gut. He already has the queen. Ozzy's gonna fold, of course. He's in first place. He doesn't have to play these shenanigans. Cowboy Bob Orton is gonna go all in. Moves is gonna go all in. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A ace and a 7 and a queen. So far, Moves has it. If anything, oh, and the ace off the river. Cowboy Bob Orton is here, ladies and gentlemen, as he knocks out Moves. Wow, what a game! What a game! What a game! Moves just got knocked out. He had that hand, the ace on the river, only by the luck of God that Cowboy Bob Orton was able to get up out of there freely. Now it's just him and Ozzy Osbourne. Let's see how this thing's gonna check out. Moves is gonna stay and he's gonna spectate, because you already know ain't nothing like a party like a poker prominence party. Now listen, here's the information for Moves. This was the qualifying prominence tournament. Think of it as like the NBA play-in. Think of it as like a preseason game. Now this was 6 people at this table. Now it's 3. These 3 will move on to the qualifying finals tournament of prominence. So Moves is still in prominence after a great amateur tournament last night. He comes in, he plays pretty well today. He finally gets knocked out. He's gonna walk out 3rd place in this qualifying tournament, but 3rd place is the lowest you need to qualify. Now we have a jack of hearts on the board, 6 of spades on the board, 5 of hearts on the board. Ozzy Osbourne is going to call $300. Can Cowboy Orton live up to that expectation? He does not, and we might see this all night long. I'm telling you, the only way some money changes hands here if both players get some cards that they both believe in. Now let's see how the cards flip on this hand. They look, let's see what they're doing. Cowboy's in, Ozzy is in. The flip, 3 of spades, 2 of spades, king of clubs. How are we doing? We're gonna check this puppy out. The 6 of diamonds comes out. That doesn't change anybody's mind. We're gonna check this puppy out. And there goes the 4 of spades. You're looking for a straight here. You're looking for an ace and a 5. If you're going for the pairs, you're looking for the king, the 6s. And there goes the jack and the queens, the jack and the ace. We're going to win off a high pair. Here comes Cowboy Bob Orton. From last place to contending now. If we look at the money, Cowboy Bob Orton is almost approximately 20-ish K chips behind. He is in this game just as much as Ozzy Osbourne. Let's see how this goes. Ozzy Osbourne is in. Cowboy Bob Orton is finally in. The flip comes, the 9 of spades, the 2 of hearts, the 6 of hearts. What is going on? We're going to check this thing out. No, we're not. Ozzy is going to pop in more 300. Is Cowboy with it? I don't think he is. And Ozzy's going to win an easy one. One of these boring hands that's going to happen all night long until one of these guys decide that they want to win this tournament. They could go all night. Both players are in. Here comes the flip. 10 of spades, king of hearts, queen of hearts. Right now, what you're looking for is a straight or some high pairs here. You got the king of hearts and the queen of hearts and a 10. All you need is a jack and an ace or a 9 and a jack. So this is going to be a pretty good hand. Bam, there goes the king. So if you can't get that straight, the 3 of a kind is on the board. Potentially a full house as they both are going in on this hand. This looks like the hand I was talking about. The hand that makes and breaks this game right here. There's a straight literally on the board. All you need is a 9 or an ace. The pocket pair of jacks for Cowboy. He's gonna win this thing with a full house. Wow. Cowboy Bob Orton, what a game, coming in late here, really showing his hands. He's really showing his hands. Cowboy Bob Orton at 19.55K. Ozzy Osbourne is at 40K. These guys are both in. It's anybody's game. Here comes the flip. Wait, Ozzy is not in yet. Ozzy is not in yet. Ozzy's going to fold. Cowboy Bob Orton has all the momentum here. Late game. All the momentum. This is going to be the greatest first and second place duels of all time, as we're looking at 39.7K for Ozzy and we're looking at 19.85K from Cowboy. But remind you, Cowboy Bob Orton has came all the way back from 4K and he's knocked out moves, and now he's here in the second and first place. Let's see what's going on. Cowboy wants none of it as Ozzy tries to buy him out in the beginning, and this is how this is going to go. Ozzy's going to use a little bit of his elbow grease, a little bit of that wiggle room, and try to get Cowboy Bob Orton right back off of him with that 40K. Let's see how this goes. He's going to try it again with the 1.7K raise. This time Cowboy Bob Orton is there. Here comes the flip. 9 of spades, 9 of diamonds, ace of diamonds. You're looking at a full house potentially. You're looking at a 3 of a kind potentially. You're looking at 2 pairs even. Let's see how they do it. They're going to check this puppy out. Here comes the first river card. We have the 4 of hearts. Let's see what they do. They're still going to check it out. No money's been thrown. The river, 10 of hearts. How are we going to do this? They're going to just check it out. Ozzy's not going to let him have it for free. 2-1K raise. Is Cowboy going to do it? He is going to call it. We'll look at the cards. It looks like, whoa, with the ace coming in from Cowboy Bob Orton. Another clutch game off the river. Cowboy Bob Orton, the river has been his friend this whole tournament, and it's really keeping him in the game. If we look at the pockets, they're getting closer and closer together. Ozzy doesn't have that strong lead like he used to have. Cowboy Bob Orton coming back with a head of steam, but he is tired of it. He is going all in with 37K, and Cowboy's too smart for that. He is too smart for that. He's not going to go for it. Go ahead and take your money back. We're going to play this thing out like men. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the next hand. Both players are in. Let's see what we're going to do here. Ozzy looking at his cards. He's going to call 300. Doesn't want to scare Cowboy off this time. Here comes the flip. 8 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, 10 of hearts. You're looking for a 3 of a kind here. You're looking for a 2 pair, maybe even a full house if you have a 10-8 in your hand right now. They both gonna check. There goes the queen of hearts right there. Could be a straight if you have a 9 jack or something like that. Anyways, Cowboy goes up 300. Ozzy wants nothing to do with it. He's gonna go ahead and take this to the house. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the greatest games ever right now. Here we go. Cowboy Bob Orton coming all the way from 3K. He is now at 23.3K. Ozzy Osbourne is still in first place, but he used to have around 50K. Now he has 36.25K. This is really anybody's game here. Now, Ozzy just raised up to 1.4K. Again, trying to scare Cowboy Bob Orton, but Cowboy Bob Orton's not scared, nor is he stupid. He's going to keep playing this game here today. Let's see what Ozzy Osbourne does here now. He looks at the card. He has a decision to make. Every time he goes for that 1K right off the bat. Cowboy Bob Orton doesn't seem to budge. Here comes the flip with an ace of diamonds, jack of spades, seven of hearts. What are you looking for here? Well, this is a pair game. Oh, now it becomes a straight game. If you have an 8 and a 10, you are just in the bin. But Ozzy goes up for 600. What is Cowboy Bob Orton is going to do here? Does he have it? No, he doesn't. He's going to fold, and this is just going to become a war ahead of steam. I'm telling you, the only way we get a winner here tonight if we get both of these guys to have cards that they believe in and cards they're willing to go all in for. And right now, these guys are playing very smart with each other. They're in the game. They're not risking too much. But Ozzy does this. This is his third time doing this, betting high off the blind, trying to get Cowboy to budge. He needs to wait till after the flip when Cowboy Bob Orton can see and make decisions based off his brain instead of making these blind bets. Obviously, Cowboy Bob Orton is not making any blind bets, and Ozzy's going to try it again. I assume Cowboy's going to fold as well. He's going to keep doing it, Ozzy. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. He's not going for us. Just stop it. You got to play some poker. You're not going to be able to scare him off with money. The great poker players are not scared of how many chips are in your holster. And they're going to keep folding this thing out, ladies and gentlemen. We are kind of at a standstill here as we have some measuring between the two players right now. They're kind of filling each other out. Pause. You already know. I didn't mean it like that. And here we go. He went up 600. Finally, Cowboy Bob Orton is in. Here comes the flip. Jack of clubs, king of spades, seven of spades. Right here, you're looking for a flush if you have two spades in your hand. You're looking for a straight if you have some high cards. But if all else fails, you're looking for some pairs. And Ozzy has went up 12K. Cowboy Bob Orton calls that 12K. Here we go. The first river card is a 5 of hearts. What is Cowboy Bob Orton gonna do? He's gonna go all in. He is tired of sitting at this table. He is tired. Oh, 7Ks, jack of fives. Looks like Ozzy's gonna take this with the two pair. And yes, he is. And that is going to be game. Cowboy Bob Orton just busted. Pause. And he is going to come in second place, and we are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. This was the qualifying tournament here at Prominence. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna walk out of here with 3.K respect gained. I'm gonna walk out of here with 9K chips just for the hell of it. And you already know what it is, man. We have the official championship tournament coming up. This is just a qualifying tournament. It started off with 6 players. We got down to our final 3, including myself. We'll see you guys in the championship. You already know what it is.